say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M set to kick off the christen this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Vanderbilt's offense will get the football first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Finds his tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's close. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football.
Turning it on! Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Here's a hit. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll pull it on the read. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got a man. It's Hatchett. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unleashes one. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I'll tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Putting together a real scoring thread here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hatchett. Touchdown Doors! Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. It's Dotson. Got his man on the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Using the quick game. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Aggies are on the move. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Takes the easy throw in the flat. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He's got him. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The play action fake. Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Aggie! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And there's so many targets to focus on, so many elite playmakers, and they just lost it. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him,
breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes he's
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Dotson. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
Past the 30. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. Got enough space. Touchdown, Vandy. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Commodores will boot it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. To throw, it's Dotson. He's got an open man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights. Good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Bowling Green. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. That's reeled in. It's Coates. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Got his man, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Commodores!
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll move the tight end. Rides to back and leaves it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, the running back has it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right down the middle. Basic connection. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Just under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They'll snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Dotson. Under fire. He's got the back in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. just the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Fakes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is, Mystique scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Dropping back, it's Dotson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Unloads to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? Absolutely perfect. And now they regain the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Coates. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like in that last play.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one.
Touchdown, Vanderbilt! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw. It's Dotson. It's complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure...
He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Hands it off. Finds some fresh air. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. It has been